I keep trying to tell you all Maryland is the glue. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. And welcome. Yes, I was flat out sleeping. I feel like I'm late for school, late for class. How is everybody? How is everybody? I think it's just me and you, Marilyn. Oh, hey, everybody. Hey, welcome. Let me go ahead and get this out the way. In case it's your first time, good morning. My name is Sandra, and welcome to my channel From Lack to Legacy. On this channel, we're all things abundance, investment, mindset, all that good stuff. So if this is your first time here, welcome. What you stumbled upon is a learning community. We are a community of beginning traders. Hey, Natasha. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Y'all know I had a nap. Y'all saw me out walking all day today. I stayed at that little place all morning. Oh my God, that place was so cute. I got caught in the rain. So I stayed there most of the morning until the rain cleared. And so yeah, let me go ahead and pull up this chart. I don't know if it's going to be a lot going on today. My chart looks so crazy. Let me move it to something that doesn't look so crazy because my Tesla chart looked crazy. QQQ chart doesn't look so bad. Let me share that with y'all because the bell I think has already rang. Yeah, we 5 minutes into the trading day. And I got my phone here so I can hear my sister to keep me straight. All right, folks. It is what it is. Hey, Shauna. Good morning. Good morning, Deborah. Hey, y'all. I'm so glad you all are here. I need company today. I had a bit of a headache today, too. I haven't had a lot of sleep. So I will be on for either an hour and a half or 2 hours today. I'm going to try to get in here and get out of here. Yeah, I'm doing too much. That's all it is. Hi, Ileana. Hey. I'm gonna ask you guys, is anything you all want to see today? Anything you want to check out? Anything you all want me to cover in particular? If so, drop it in the chat and I will do my best to accommodate. I'm gonna pull this QQQ chart up and I'm gonna move it to the 2 minute time frame. I'm not expecting a lot. I don't know what's going on, to be honest with y'all. I think QQQ is probably going to go up a little bit. Oh, Lord. See, this is why you don't. Ooh, what the? You know, look at this. Look at this. 2468. That. I have no words. I have no words. I have no words. 2, 4, 6 minutes. The first 6 minutes. 2468. Down $1.75, just like that. Let's see. So here's what we're looking at. You guys can see my watch list. You can see everything that's on it. I'm going to slide right over here to this market watch tab. Simply, I just want to see, like what kind of day we're having. The market watch is the one that brings up that heat map. And so for me, I like to look at it because it kind of gives you the overall sentiment of the market. So I want to look at the public companies. So it's pretty red this morning. Let's see, who is this? We got some big names. BP, BABA, down, Microsoft. And if we look over here at our watch list, Apple's down, Microsoft is down, NVIDIA, Costco. Who's up? AMD. Okay, Amazon's trying to pull it together. And Boeing is up. Okay. And Ford is up slightly. So, okay, the market is shaking out. It's shaking itself out. So I'm not even too worried about jumping in the first couple minutes, you guys. because it needs some time to settle down and decide what it's going to do anyway. So let me just get over here and welcome everybody. Hey, Sandra B. I'm so glad y'all are here. We got 10 folks watching. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. Um, Tomorrow is Wednesday, so we'll do our Zoom study session tomorrow. I just threw a couple topics out there. One would be, I think one of the topics was support and resistance, because I know some people here who haven't been here with us from the beginning. And so maybe you haven't seen support and resistance, like, and I'll talk about why we need to plot support and resistance. And the other one, I don't know if I had trend lines or candlesticks, but just some basic things. So if you're new, don't fret. Hey, Courtney, that's my sugar wooger in Guadalajara. Hey, it's so good to see you. So we can go over those things for tomorrow. I can touch on them today. Hey, Elle. Or if you guys have something that you want to, I know Marilyn dropped SoFi in the chat. So we'll take a look at SoFi this morning. I'll have to add it to my watch list. Oh, and PLTR, Marilyn, you don't have to tell me. You do not have to tell me twice. I have that on my watch list. I think it's Planetar. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but PLTR and SoFi. So I'll add SoFi to the list. And then you guys can drop down in the chat if there's anything in particular that you want me to go over. But tomorrow in our study session, for sure, we'll go over candlesticks, just some basic stuff like how do you read them? What are some significant candlestick patterns that we might want to be aware of? And then we'll go over support and resistance. And I'll hit a little support and resistance today, just in case there's somebody who can't make the study session for tomorrow. So, yeah, Palantir. Thank you. So let me get over here to this chart and let's look at it. Okay, so we got Palantir here. Let's go ahead and pull it up. And then Maryland said, oh, we got SoFi on our list too. Both are down so far from the open. Y'all see what my system doing, right? You see this stall? Yeah. Bali is beautiful, y'all, but the internet is really slow. So we'll see what happens. Okay. I can't do anything until that pulls up. But we can talk about, okay, Palantir is now up 58 cent. Oh, wait a minute. What is that? No, up 6 cent, up 0.5%. SoFi is up not quite 0.1%. So the market's pretty flat this morning. Okay, and this thing is just churning. Wouldn't you know? Okay, let me try something else. Let me try Amazon, see if that'll pull up. Or our trade tab. Okay, so we can get, at least we can get our options chain up. So let's see if we can get our chart up. There we go. Okay, so I'll go back to, I should have stayed with SoFi. You see this, is it buffering for you guys? Because it's buffering over here for me. I don't know what it looks like for you all. So let me just slide back over here. Palantir. You see that thing spinning, y'all. Okay, there we go. So we got Amazon. I'm scared to hit it again. Palantir. It's trading at $15.24. It's definitely flat. That's not even up 0.1%. SoFi. Okay, so we've got SoFi's chart up. Let's work with what we got. So yesterday, SoFi hit a high of $7.60. And then you can see this little tumble here. That was from yesterday. So that was yesterday's high, $7 and about 60 cents. So we can go through. That was the night, and this is what's happening so far this morning. This is what you call chop, where you see these long wicks, and the market just doesn't seem to have made a decision about what it's going to do. So you don't want to be in this. Nobody wants to. You don't want to try to buy a call. You don't want to try to buy a put. That is not what we are doing. Anytime I see long wicks like this is volatility, because the price started here, it got as low as here, it opened, closed. It's just a lot going on. So when I see those wicks, when I see this, you all see this candlestick here? I told you those gray ones, when they come in like that, those are called doji candles. And all of this is just indecision. You can look at it. So that's not a trend. I am a trend trader. That's how I was trained. And so I'm always looking for a very clear trend. So what I'm going to do is just roll back and see if I can show you guys an example of what we are looking for. Because that ain't it. That's not it. Let me go to our 5-minute chart. Sometimes it's easier to spot a trend on a higher time frame. Let's see. Okay. Something like this from yesterday. This would be what we would call a downward trend. It's clearly a downward trend, and we're looking for that. You see how these candlesticks, that body is basically body. You don't have those long wicks. You don't have those candles vacillating back and forth, two reds, two greens, no. We want something that looks like this. Personally, I like this. This was on the 5-minute time frame. That was 5, 10, 15, 20, 20 minutes out the gate, looking like all of these came through these lines, which are called our simple moving averages, came through those. And that's what we're looking for. If I'm trading something, I want to trade something like this. This is okay too, but I want to trade a nice long trend. I want it to be going, as definitive as going in one direction. That is very different from what we are looking at right here. Can you guys see how that looks so different? Look at this long dragon doji right here. That is definitely, that's not what you want to see. Although it looks like we're starting to change. We had a crossover right here. You see that? This is what I mean by a crossover. This yellow line was on top, and then there's a cross right here. So now that yellow is on the bottom and the blue is up top. And now it looks like SoFi is starting to pick up. So this is on our 5-minute time frame. It was a lot easier to see. I'm going to go back down to the 2-minute. You all forgive me for yawning. I'm sorry. I am really sleepy. Okay. Well, it looks like it's doing something. But this I don't like. I want to see something like, I want to see this. Look at our TTM squeeze. I want to see a definitive trend. Let me go back. I'm going to go back on the 5-minute. I'm going to scroll through. Here's another day. You all see that? Up, up, up. A little consolidation. Gets, gather some more steam, up, up, up. That's what we're looking for, a clear upward trend. And so, or either this is on our 5-minute time frame. Each one of these candlesticks represents 5 minutes, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's 30 minutes of the price dropping. So you want something like that. That's easy. This is a way easier trade. And look at these, I call these stair steps. You all see how these, as this one closes, this one opens exactly where it closes, and the same thing happens. That's what you're looking for. That's easy money right there. That's the kind of trend that I'm talking about. I don't want to guess. I don't want to get caught up in some choppy foolishness. Although, look at SoFi. Not bad. SoFi start this is it's up almost 7 cents. That's pretty decent. So let's talk about what we see. Because with trading, we don't ever want to be guessing. We don't want to guess. We don't want to be hoping and praying. We just want to read what's in front of us. Okay, so there's some big money coming into the market right here, a big candle like that. So the market opened. Here's the very first candle, the first 5 minute candle. This is the candle that I actually was sleeping through when Marilyn called me and said, "Girl, it's go time." We talked about candlesticks and how they open and how they close. This is a green candle. This green candle tells us that there are more buyers. So when the market first opened, buyers rushed in. And you can also tell that by our volume bar. Look at this bar right here. Very tall, very strong. That tells us there were lots of buyers first thing this morning. So SoFi is a buy. You can also see this next one. You see this doji, that's indecision. So people were buying, and then I don't know what happened. Buyers and sellers were in there duking it out, and it was probably an equal number of buyers and sellers. SoFi is still on the go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes. This might have been a good morning scalp. And a scalp is a short trade where you get in and you get out. You in it for certainly less than an hour, 30 minutes tops. But truthfully, it's could be under 30 minutes. So a scalp is a quick day trade. A day trade is any trade that you purchase in the morning or the any time of the day, but you sell it certainly before the end of the trading day. That's a day trade. And a swing trade is a trade that you hold overnight. So there are basically three kinds of trades that you'll be focusing on. Either you're going to scalp, like you get a fast, quick move in the morning, you get in and make the money, and you get out under 30 minutes, typically. You can have a day trade where you have a thesis that, okay, I believe this price is going to go up today. I'm going to purchase a call. In the case if price goes up, we purchase a call. If price goes down, we're purchasing a put. Either way, if you purchase that and then you sell it before the trading day ends, that would be a day trade. And then, of course, anything that you hold overnight or longer is called a swing trade. I don't really like the swing trade in this market, y'all. It's too much volatility. If you're new, again, let me make this small so you can see this chart. This black part here, you guys, that is active trading. This gray part that you see here, this is after hours. And see, this is why I don't like to fool around and hold anything longer. I don't want to swing trade through here. Let's see if we can show you. Because it's too much going on. Look at this. Too much volatility. Prices up and down. No need. It's enough. It's enough going on in the market that we can make money during the day, either with a clean scalp or with a good day trade. But what you want to look for is a trend, just like this. A trend, a long-lasting trend is your friend. The trend is your friend. So yesterday, I didn't trade. Yesterday would have been a good day to purchase a put on SoFi. And if you look right here, I'll just blow this piece up. It actually looks better this way. So had you gotten in anytime here, which I don't know, I would have waited for it to come through because I would want to see if it was going to bounce off of one of these moving averages. But anywhere in here, you could have still rolled down and made a little bit of money. So let's see. What is SoFi going to do? We're going to sit it out. I'm not going into this crazy because it's clearly, this is not the same as this. You all see how these candles are formed so differently? Even that morning run look very different from this. This is what you don't want. You don't want these candles with these big wicks. You don't want a big doji sitting in there and prices up and down. It's not worth it. You can find either another stock to trade or you can just wait for the trade to come to you. So far, we will let it be for just a second. And let's go over here to Palantir and see what Palantir is doing. Okay, so Palantir, wow, went from, this was just a few days ago, Wednesday of last week. They hit a low of 1382 and they went all the way up to 1570 and some change. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Let's see. I want to see if okay. So look at this. That you see what you're looking for. That these candles like this always concern me because that's a large, that's a big old swing in price. It was 1554 all the way down to about 15 bucks. Where that's not what you know, that's a lot. But overall, that was a nice little ride up too. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a trend. Hey, Justin. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And since I don't see a clear trend in any of those equities, I'm gonna hold tight. I'm gonna roll through my watch list to see if there are any movers. There's also I want to say here, when you go to your watch list, you can look for movers and shakers. So let me drop this. Can you all see that drop down menu? They're lovers and losers, top 10, and you can see top 10 gains in the NASDAQ. So if you're looking for a trade, which I don't really do, usually I have a set plan when I start out in the morning. But if you're just curious, you can come over to your watch list, hit that drop down menu, and look at the top 10. Let's look at the top 10 gains in the NASDAQ because QQQ follows the NASDAQ. So let's see who's doing what. All right, now this is what we're talking about. So let's see who's doing some real moving. I want to go with, let's see, who is this? GTLB. I don't know. I don't even know what stock that is, but look at that movement there. Look at that. I'm trying to see if we want to jump in. It's oversold. Nope. It's a little too volatile for me this morning, y'all. It's a little too volatile. I'm going to let things settle down. I'm going to let it settle down. Let's go back over here and see what's over here in this chart. Let's see, top 10 losses. Maybe that might be a little easier. Who's down by the most? NVCR. Yes, Lord. Okay. Hello. This is what we're looking for. Clearly. Do you all see that? That's what I'm talking about. That's what you want to see. This is beautiful. This is a thing of beauty. I'm trying to see where we are. It's really oversold. I don't want to jump in, but this is a beautiful chart to look at. It's all red. It's a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer. So let's stop and look at this. This is a great example. Okay, you guys know these 1, 2, 3, 4. These lines that you're looking at here are our simple moving averages. I've said it 1,000 times. I use 4 simple moving averages. And that simple moving average does nothing but tell us what the price has been historically. So my green one is my 200-day moving average. So over the last 200 days, the average price was around $78.46. Let's see, what is this one? This pink one is my 50-day moving average. And all they do is take the price of this stock over the last 50 days, add it up, divide by 50, and they come up with what the price was over the last 50 days. Here's our 9 and then our 20 days. Same thing. This is what the average price was over the last 9 days. This is what the average price was over the last 20 days. And clearly, this stock is trading underneath. It's lower than the price has been in the last 200 days. That's a good sign. I'm just trying to see if it's going to continue to go. So all these candlesticks are red. We're on the 5 minute time frame. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes of price just dropping. No big wicks. You don't see all that variation in price. You don't see green candles mixed in here. It is what it is. Somebody got up this morning. I don't know what happened, but they said dump this stuff and they are dumping it. Here's volume. Um, Marilyn, can you do me a favor and find out what NVCR is? Because I don't know. I don't know what this stock is. Um, Here's volume, and you can tell good, strong, lots of sellers here in the market. It is no question about what's going on. This is what they're doing. And 59.31 is a low. That is insane. Okay, let me see what Marilyn is saying. Okay, it's in the chat. Great. Let me get over there and see. Good, good, good. See? Okay, there you go. Marilyn has already dropped it in the chat. All right. So price has hit a low of 59.31. But look at right now it's trading at 59, it's $60. So what I'm gonna do, you can't see it because I'm on the 5 minute time frame. There it is, it just popped in. If I put this on the 2 minute time frame, you'll be able to see it. But that is a trend. So without anything else, because we're not going to get into this unless if it looks like it's going to do a reversal and cut through those simple moving averages going to the opposite direction, then it might be okay to get a call. But the move this morning for this equity would have been to purchase a put. And so this is what you want to see. When you see this, this is a go. This is a go. When it's trading underneath all of those and it starts to make these stair steps like this, the second one, on this third one, I would have been in that trade. This first one, you don't know. You don't know yet. That's a good sign, when it looks like that and it's that strong and it's all red on your second 5 minutes, that's a lot. Let me put it on the 2 minute and see what it looked like on the two. Because then I can tell you exactly when I would have gotten in. Lord, Lord, Lord. Oh, yeah. This is what we're looking for, folks. That is clearly a downtrend. Yeah. So 2, 4, 6. By this candle, I probably would have been prepping my order to get in here and purchase a put. Definitely on this candle here. Because here's what I'm looking at. It's trading underneath all of these. I'm looking at my MACD. We already had this crossover, and you can see that these bars are getting bigger as time is going on. You can see how far apart these two lines are on our MACD. You can see the volume here, all red. These bars are coming in red. Here is our RSI. The RSI has two values that we're really concerned with. At the top, it's a value of 70. At the bottom, it's a value of 30. Once it hit that and it started to go into this oversold territory, okay, that's a trend, folks. And then the TTM squeeze is clearly telling you. I love how simple this is. This is a clean trend. This is what you want. I mean, this is ideally what you want. Does it happen like this every day? No. But when you see it like that, had I been awake, because we didn't do anything except for go pull up, the biggest losers of the day. So that's something you can do that yourself. It was right here on the watch list. I pulled up the top 10 losers in terms of percentage. And this is what came up. And so, yeah, this would have been an easy trade. I'm going to be curious to see if it stays underneath these SMAs, then it still might come up for a little bit of breath and continue to go down. So I'll keep my eye on this, but this is perfect for teaching. What are you looking for? You are looking for a trend like this. You're looking for a downward trend. If you want to save yourself some headache, this is what you're looking for. And then you not only want to see it happening in these candlesticks, you want what we call confluence. And confluence is across time frames. So I'll start there. We see this on the 2-minute time frame. Let's go to our 5-minute time frame. If the 5-minute time frame, look at that. That's the thing of beauty. So you see it on the 5-minute time frame. Let's look at our 15-minute time frame. Same thing, big red candles moving in. Look at the volume. Look at your MACD, same thing. RSI hits here at a value of 30 and it dips underneath. And look at your TTM squeeze. So we've seen the same thing across 3 different time frames. Not only have we seen that this price is consistently dropping, this is with volume and momentum over the last 30 minutes. But your MACD is also in alignment. Your RSI, same thing. And then your TTM squeeze. So you're looking at all of those things. I would never just look at one, the candlesticks and be like, oh yeah, that's a go. Let's get in there. No, you want to make sure that you've got some other indicators that are giving you the buy signal, whether you're buying a call or buying a put. And this thing's, if it goes and dips below this 59.31, it might be worth a look see, because that would tell me that it's continuing in this downward trend. So I'm going to keep an eye out for this. I'm going to add this to our regular watch list, NVCR. So let me just go over to my personal watch list. And not that one, not QQQ. Which one do we have? My first watch list, or let's see, there we go. NVCR, I'm going to put it there. Okay, I'm coming. NVCR. We're going to add that to our watch list. Okay, and let me get over here and see. Okay, so who had a question that says, can you do a video on how to set up the watch list? Yeah, actually, I can just go ahead and show you how to do a watch list right now. So let me real quick just go back. I'm just going to kind of go back and tell you all, you saw it. So let's go back down to the 2-minute time frame. Let's go back to the 2-minute. And I just want to see if this thing is going to continue going down. We hit a low. Oh, Lord, did it make a new low? Okay, so the reason I wouldn't jump in right now is look at the TTM squeeze. It's gone from that red, bright red building to this yellow. And then we are kind of, it looks like maybe a little pullback here. Look at our MACD. If these were still bright red, but they've turned to this dark red and they're starting to diminish in size. So we're just going to leave it. We'll let it be 59.33. I don't want to purchase right now. So we'll just let it be. But that is a beautiful example of a trend. And that is what you want to do. Characteristics, trading underneath all of the SMAs. Consistently, the candles are the same colors, overwhelmingly red. That's a good sign. Your MACD is telling you go, 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 go. It's oversold. Look at the TTM squeeze, all those. So that would have been a great morning. I don't even know if I would call, yeah, that could have been a scalp. We could have gotten in and gotten out very quickly. So that's what you want. And if you don't see that, don't go. Don't jump in. You don't want to speculate. You don't want to hope. You want to read the chart and respond to what you see. So let's go ahead and talk about a watch list. So let me see. I'm going to, I don't want to get rid of mine, but I'll show you how to do it anyway. So over here on the left-hand side, you'll see it says watch list. If you hit this little caret, it'll drop down. In any of these blank fields, all you have to do is put your cursor there and then type in your ticker symbol. And so one of the ticker symbols that we like to watch is love, and love isn't on my list already. So love is LUV. That is Southwest. You type it in and hit enter. As simple as that. And there it is. It pops in. The watch list is the easiest thing for you to do. So if you're following along, just go over to, these are called widgets. Go over to this little widget, or is it a gadget? A gadget or a widget? Let me see. It's a gadget. See? So I'll add another one. That's what I'll do. Just add another one and then I'll show you from start to finish. So let's go down here. And if you never had one and you're starting from fresh, down at the bottom, you see where it says there's a plus sign? There's a plus sign here. Hit that plus sign, and then this will drop down. So these are all the gadgets that you could add. So we want to add a brand new watch list. And I just hit it and this will pop up. So you want to add something to your watch list. You find an empty space over here to the side on the left. Put your cursor in that box and we're going to put NVCR. Type in your ticker, hit enter, and it'll pop in. You want to add another one, just come down to the very next space. There's always going to be an empty slot at the bottom. You can put as many in here as you like. You can name this, and I'll show you how to do that. Right up here, there's a little gear sign. It says customize. If you want to customize your watch list, you can hit this customize button. And Marilyn, I need to know, can you all see when I hit that, when that box opens, can you all see that box? Okay. Did that make sense? DJ Casey and Lady G, does that make sense on how you can add your watch list? I'm going to go back and do it one more time, and then we'll practice adding all kinds of gadgets over there. So you starting out fresh. Let me get rid of this. Delete this gadget. That's what I'll do. Let me just delete them. I'm going to delete our watch list too, and we'll create a new one from scratch. Okay, so we have no watch list over here, you guys, but you want to add a watch list. Come down below right here, hit that plus sign. Then you get this drop down menu. And so, Marilyn, I think that's what I'm asking. Oh, shoot, y'all, look, this thing keeps dropping. We might want to just go ahead on maybe and purchase after we do this watch list just for kicks. So we got this drop down menu. I'm going to tap watch list. And these come pre-populated. No, they don't. That's mine. But that's okay. Same thing. Once you do that, that'll pop up. You want to scroll down to the very last place where you can find a blank space and just put in your ticker. And that's it. As simple as that. If you want to add another watch list, click, hit that plus sign, add a watch list. Let's see, I'm going to add another one. You could do that and create as many watch lists as you want. And the way you make them disappear is you just hit that caret right there, and then they'll go up. So you can see I have one that was S&P, that's a 100 QQQ, and the top 9 holdings in QQQ. I'm going to delete this this one because we don't need three. Once I drop it, you can customize it right here. And by customizing, I mean, you can say what you want to have in your watch list. Maybe you want to have, like what I have in mind is always the symbol. I want to know the last price, like what was the very last price of this trade. I like to have net change in mind. I don't necessarily like the bid and the ask. So I'm going to remove the bid. I'm going to remove the ask. I don't want that. I just want to know the last price, the net change, and I like to have the ATR, which is the average trading range. And so I'm going to put ATR here. I want the ATR. Thanks, Marilyn, because I can't see the chat while I'm doing this. I don't hear your message bell. Maybe slow. It is. Is it lagging, you guys? Is there a lag? It could be. Okay. Marilyn, yeah, we might be lagging. Hey, I think, is that Sade? Hey, Sade. So, was that clear for you guys how to add a watch list or how to create your own watch list? And so, your watch list could be anything that you want. Like for me personally, I'm always interested. I follow tech stocks. I like QQQ. So I follow the NASDAQ. I like to put SPY in there. I like to put some ETFs in there. Anything that you're interested in following, you want to add that to your watch list. But you can customize it. Maybe you want to have only ETFs, or maybe you want to have all tech stocks, or maybe you're following. I had at one time any stocks that I was looking at that I wanted to purchase puts. So I had a list of things on my watch list to purchase puts. So you can customize that and make it anything you want. Okay, Sade, I'm glad we got that right. So that's how you add a watch list. Not only can you do a watch list from down here, this gadget, you can add anything you want, any of these things here. You can add Trader TV. Maybe that's something we need to go over just slightly, but it's good. Okay. So you guys know I'm in Bali, and the time for you guys is sometime, what is it? It's Tuesday morning for you, but it's Tuesday night for me. So it's probably somewhere between 10 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and 11 o'clock for you all, but it's 10 p.m. At night for me. So y'all forgive me if I'm stuttering and stammering. It's because I'm sleepy as heck. I've been up all day, but I want to make sure that I get in here just so that I can give you guys just something to go on. If you can make it to tomorrow night's class, Wednesday's class is 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But again, that's going to be right. That'll be in the morning for me. So I'll see you guys Wednesday for our study session. And we can go ahead and purchase. Let me look at this. Oh, it's we won't. Look at this. Did you see those green start to come in on our MACD? And we got a crossover here. We're coming back up above the 30 on our RSI. Yeah. So we missed this move and we don't chase. This to try to get into this trade now, like, okay, it was going down, going down. Maybe I'll purchase a put. No, 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 no. We missed this move. I slept the move, and that happens. Trust me, there will be another move. There will be another one today. There will be another one tomorrow. You never want to chase a trade. If we had gotten in here, yes. If we had gotten in here on this candle, yes. I would say even somewhere like this, yes. Then that's not chasing. But to try to get in after it's made this low and this crossover, no, that would just be throwing good money out the window. So we don't want to do that. But this is a perfectly tradable trend. That's what you're looking for. That's why this is not hard. It's not rocket science, y'all. You're just looking for the colors and the patterns. I promise you, when you see this, when you see these candlesticks coming in and they're all underneath all of these moving averages. That's a classic. That's a classic. As long as the chart is telling you go, and you have some confluence across time frames, you see it on the 2 minute. Let's go again. I'll show you what I mean by confluence. You see it on the 5 minute. Look at that. That's pretty. You see that it's all red. That's what you're looking for. If you don't see this, I just don't. Why take a risk? You don't have to. Just wait. I tell everybody I don't trade every day, because every day this doesn't happen. It's clean and neat. Why risk it? Just hold your money. When this happens, make the money. Get in and get out. You don't want to lose. You don't want to risk money. You want to control and manage your risk. And so I usually wait. If I don't see this, I have learned to wait. Yes, I used to jump in too, hoping and maybe a quick, no, don't do that. That's a good way to lose money. Just wait for this beautiful trend to unfold and get in, and know when to get out of this trade as well. Getting in is fun, and watching the numbers go up, but it's also, a good trader also knows when to leave the party. You don't want to just be hanging, because it's not going to go down all night. It's not going to do that all day. It can have a sustained run, but inevitably it has to go up. Price does nothing more. It goes up and down all day long, y'all. So let me just get over here in the chat, make sure I'm not missing in it. Yep, no fear, no FOMO. FOMO, fear of missing out. That's FOMO. That will do you in trading. So don't do it. Just wait. I promise you. Come back tomorrow. Have a cup of tea. Walk away. Look at another stock. Anything. Do some research. Turn away. I do that. I've learned to turn away. Yes, if you need to attend tomorrow night's class, just email me at fromlactolegacy@gmail.com, and I will send you the link. Only thing I would ask is that you please subscribe, y'all. Make sure that you subscribe, like, share the channel, and we offer all these free resources. I like to do it for our subscribers. So join the family. You coming for the good content. We're going to give it to you. We're going to give it to you for free. And the only thing I ask that you do is, the only thing I ask that you do is hit the subscribe button, hit the like, share the channel, get everybody in on the fun. Everybody likes to make money. Everybody wants to learn how to make money. And that's what we're doing here. And let me tell you all this. I don't give any financial advice. I'm learning with you all. Can't you tell? Any real, like somebody who's been trading 10, 15 years, they're probably looking at this like, what is she doing? Y'all, I'm a new trader. I just happen to, once I started making money trading, I was like, oh my goodness, if I can do this, anybody can do this. You don't need a calculator. You don't need to know advanced math. It's none of that. I promise you it isn't. For me, trading is more about being disciplined. You do have to be knowledgeable. You do have to do some front work. And that's what I want to go over with you guys in class or in our study session tomorrow, is how do we plot support and resistance? Because you need to know that. You need to understand price level. And by price level, I mean, historically, these aren't new stocks, y'all. These companies didn't just pop into existence. At least the ones I trade. I don't trade penny stocks. I don't trade anything that isn't reputable. I don't do risky. I just don't. You don't have to, y'all. It's too many blue chip companies out here making money. It's too many established companies. People have done the fundamental analysis already. We don't have to take risk. I'm all about minimizing our risk. So you don't want to do that. You want to find a good company that's been in business, you understand what they do, and you want to just watch. And so here was a clearly, this was a perfect, man, I wish we had caught that this morning. I wish we had caught it. But that's okay. We can still learn from this. We can learn from this chart here. Look at that, y'all. Look at the TTM. Look at that squeeze. Ooh, it still looks good to me. I'm telling you. It looks good. I still think we might go ahead on, just for kicks, because it looks like she might turn down again. Let me look at it on the 2. I know, no, let me go to a higher time frame. I'm going to look at the 15 and see what it says. Um, do we have any wiggle room on this? It's still okay. It's paper money. Let's. I'm gonna go ahead just to show you. Okay, just to show you how to purchase a contract. So let me get this out the way. I'm gonna move this over, and I'm gonna go on in and buy one of these contracts. I'll buy. Let's see, it's trading at 59 bucks. We could probably afford a few of these. I'm going to look at one more. I'm going to look at the hourly time frame, and I'm going to look at the daily time frame. Okay, so this is us on the hour. Okay. Let me look at the daily. I'm looking at all of these time frames to just see, I just want to make sure. I want to know what I'm looking at. Woo, something happened. Something happened. Okay, so I'm looking at the daily time frame. Look at this, you all. These candlesticks that I'm looking at right here, these represent a day. This is 1 day of trading. So for the last 1, 2, 3, 4 days, this stock was on the rise. I mean, and this was a nice little run. And suddenly, here we are breaking through. We're underneath on our daily time frame. We're underneath all of these. We broke through this one like that. Y'all, I'm going in. We're going, what? What? Okay. So I'm just going to go, wait a minute, that's SoFi. Oh my gosh. That's SoFi. Marilyn, didn't you say look at SoFi? What's happening with SoFi? Hey, Wild Love Living. SoFi is making some kind of move, Marilyn. Let me get back at this chart. Okay, that's the daily. I'm going to the 15. Why is my thing acting like that? Okay. Let me look at SoFi again. I'm just pulling up my own watch list, you guys. Let me pull this down. Let me add SoFi on here. I'm going to go back to this daily. I'm just going to look at it one more time because I want to be sure what I'm looking at. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. Okay, so we're going to purchase one of these because something's going on. So generally, because I'm a new trader, I don't buy 0 days expiration. That means that the contract is going to expire today because you have to get it right. They're cheaper when you purchase those, but I like to buy contracts that have a little bit of time on it. So in case this trade doesn't work out today, we have some time. So here, there are 2 options that I might want to look at. This one expires in 3 days. This one expires in 10 days. And I'm going to look at these 10-day contracts because, oh, that's what it is. I got it. NVCR. I was trying to figure out why is that doing that. I need to link that. Okay, so here we are, NVCR. This is the options chain. That says June 23rd. That's 10 days out. Let me make sure. I'm going to close it. NVCR. Okay. Got 10-day contract here. Yep, 10 days out. They're trading at $70 a contract. Somewhere between, that's a huge bid ask spread. Ooh, that's a nasty spread, y'all. Ooh. I won't get into it. That's another day. what I'm looking at is the difference between the bid and the ask. And the ask is the lowest price I think that the seller is willing to accept. And the bid, so we want this to be tight. This is a little better. These contracts are $40. So let's go ahead, since the move is happening, let's go ahead and buy a few of these. And we're going to buy custom. So let's buy custom. And by custom, we already have our tray set up. So 3 of those, we already have this set up. I'm going to move our stop. Move this over. I'm going to give us some wiggle room on this trade. A 7, confirm, and send. Let me see what. Okay. And let's see how we're doing with this trade. Let me get back over there. It's working. I'm going to also go in because that trade is working. There it is. We're in there. So, bought, sold, canceled. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and purchase as a market order too. So buy custom, and I'm just going to change it to a market order. And by market, it simply means get me in. I don't care what the price is. And I'm going to set this stop out. Let's see, I'll set it out to. Let me do it again. I'm going to just purchase it outright. Let me delete. And let's go in and just purchase a market buy single. These are $37 a piece. If we buy 10 of these, and 7, confirm and send. And let's get in here. You all, this lag is driving me insane. Two minutes. Okay, my tech is jacked up, folks. You all bear with me. My tech is jacked up. You see it. Okay, there we go. At least we're in there. Let's see if we were able to get these filled. Okay, so we did. Let's see, is this working? Okay, finally, Lord, we're in there. Okay, goodness gracious. Mm-mm. Let me do that one again, y'all, because we want to buy puts. Are y'all watching me? I hope somebody is. Lord, we're coming over here. We're going to get these puts because the price is going down. Same thing. I'm going to get over here, get in. And then I'm going to buy them market. And we'll mark it in. Okay. Marilyn, it's laggy. I'm sorry, y'all. I know y'all can feel the lag, but okay, so we're in. We're in. Okay. Yep. It's the tech is y'all, it's bad. It's really bad. Okay, so we've got three puts here, and we're down $15 so far with these puts. Okay. You all forgive me. Is it buffering for you? Because it's buffering for me. Okay. All right. I can see it. I can see the stall and it just throws me off. Okay. So you all we purchased those three. We'll see what happens with those because that was such a big move. We'll see what happens. Okay. Is there anything else? Did I miss any questions or anything in the chat today? It's a rough. Are y'all watching this? Okay, I'm gonna roll over to QQQ. QQQ is my boo. I understand how she rocks. I understand how she rolls. Okay, so let's see what QQQ is doing. Oh yeah, this is some choppy foolishness too. I wouldn't fool with it. Nope, nothing looked as good as this. MVCR looked really good. And I need to link these. Here's, I want to show you guys how to link your watch list so that when you tag your watch list, it'll automatically change your chart. Right up here, you can hit this link and hit red because this little red thing here, this symbol here, this little link here, if I make this red and this red, when I tap on this symbol, it will correlate and make the chart the same. So I feel bad, y'all. You all see this, but you know what? It's been raining here all day too. We had a pretty heavy rain. So this is my first time having heavy rain here in Bali. So I'm going to assume that the rain has something to do with why my internet is really even more glitchy than it normally is. So y'all, it's just spinning. So in the meantime, let's chat. It's no sense in me stressing about this doggone this chart business. Okay, so we hit a low, price is going up. Okay. We hit a low of 57.60. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We had a little crossover here. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Let me get in the chat and talk to y'all. When it gets funky like that, y'all, I'd rather just chat with y'all. What do y'all want to know? Y'all, let's just go straight to class. Anything else you all want to know? Can you do a video on moving averages? Um, what to look for, how to read them. I see you got 4 of them. Yes. There is, I don't know if I have a video on moving averages. So let's just go over it while we're here because the chart isn't cooperating. So let me just go on and go into moving averages. So here, this is a nice, clean chart. I have 4 moving averages. The way I was trained, I usually use the 200, which is this green. I have a 50-day moving average. I have a 20. This yellow is 20. I used to have a 13. When I took my class with Modern Black Girl, we were taught to use a 9, a 13, a 50, and a 200. Those were the most common ones. But I started listening to Oliver Velez. He uses a 20-day. So then I switched over to a 20-day too. I don't really notice much difference between a 9-day and a 20-day, to be honest. I mean, a 13 and a 20. And this blue one here is a 9-day. And all this is this 200-day moving average is just what it says. And this is a simple moving average. There's also an exponential moving average. I don't use the exponential, but I like it. And I'll try to explain the difference between the exponential and the simple moving. But I use a simple moving average. So for 200 days, they take the price for NVCR for 200 days, and they add it up, divide by 200 or whatever the formula is that they use, and they track what the price has been over the last 200 days. And you can see how stable this price has been over the last 200 days. It has averaged about $77.72. It hasn't, it hasn't bounced up to 100, it hasn't dipped down to 30. The price has been pretty stable over the last 200 days. This pink one is the 50-day moving average. And so same thing is true. They take the price over the last 50 days and find out what the average is, and they plot it as a line. So on tomorrow, what they'll do is take that current data and they'll drop off the earliest one. So it's like a rolling average. So the next day they'll add on that data, what the average price was, and then the very first one will drop off. So it just keeps rolling, rolling, rolling. But what it is it's tracking the price of this stock. This yellow one for me is the 20 days. So over the last 20 days, you can see there's been a lot more volatility in terms of price in the last 20 days. And the same is true for the last 9 days. But as a whole, when you look at it, if you go from even the 9-day was like at 58. The 200-day was 77. So you can see that price has averaged somewhere in between here. That's what your simple moving averages are. It's just a way to track the price. And you want to know that because if the price has never, traded at $300, you shouldn't be expecting this price to go from $57 to $300. It's probably not going to happen. So it kind of gives you some boundaries in terms of what to expect with how high the price can go or how low the price can go. Another thing that I like to do in conjunction with my simple moving averages is on my watch list, I like to add the ATR, which is the average trading range too, which tells you how much this stock is likely to trade in a day, go up or down. So let me do that. I'm going to go over here to customize and I'm going to add the ATR to my watch list. ATR. Add that and okay. And so for NVCR, we see that the average trading range is $4. I want to move this over. It's $4.90. So this stock can move on average about $5 in a day. That's a nice move. So let's see. When we opened up this morning, we opened up at $75. Wow, that was some money, y'all. I do not know what happened because I am not familiar with this company, but that was some kind of drop. To open up at 74, let's say even 74, 75, and to get all the way down to $57, that was a huge dip, huge dip. So that's what these 4 lines represent. It's just the average price, what the price has averaged out. If you took the price over the last 200 days, this is what the average price was. If you took the price over the last 50 days, this is what the average price was. If you took it over the last 20 days and over the last 13. And we want to know where price is today relative to those lines. Is it trading underneath like this? That's when you can see it's a clear downward trend. When these candlesticks start to cross and go above, then we know we're in an upward trend. What you don't want to do is be trading when they are all caught together. And so let me see, that would be called consolidation. So you can see how right here, price isn't doing much changing. It's just kind of sitting flat. This is consolidation. It made its big move and now it's just sitting flat. Lord, there's another low, 57.24. Did we buy this? Yes, we did. Okay, so we've made $150 on those 3 puts that we purchased. Remember, we just purchased those. We purchased 3 puts. Actually, we made more because I had made a mistake and purchased calls at first, so we had to overcome that. But the truth is, on these 3 puts, we made $270. 315. You see, this thing is dropping like crazy. I don't know if anybody, we could cash out of these. We purchased the 3 puts a few minutes ago and we have cleared 255 on those 3 puts. And we haven't, we made $315 on those 330. It's still dropping. Lord, what is happening? We need some research on this. Wow. This is another new low, 56.89. Let's see. $345. Not bad. That wasn't a bad trade. So here's the contract. This is what we purchased. We purchased 3 of these. And I want to see if I think we marketed in on these. So we paid the full asking price, which was $540. So we went in for $1,500 approximately. And on that 15, we should have cashed out at the 3, but it's still dropping. So we'll see. We're on the 2-minute. I like this one. I think I want to hold this for a little bit this morning. If these bars on our TTM squeeze continue to come in red, if we continue to, just want to watch it because we don't want to lose any money. Even though it's paper money, we still don't want to lose. Y'all, I'm going to take this money because see profit, take profit. I'll sell 2 and I'll leave 1 as a runner. So let me just get out of that. I'm going to sell 2, lock in those profits because we don't want to lose. And we'll let that cook. You'll see when it closes, it'll ding, ding, ding right there, and you'll see it. Okay, it's a publicly traded real estate investment trust. Oh, it's a REIT. Okay, listed on the New York Stock Exchange. Okay, so we just sold 2 and we kept 1. That's called scaling out. Or you sell, you take some profit and you leave 1. That's a runner. And what we're hoping is that it continues to go down, but we don't want to risk all of our profit. We don't want to be greedy. We'll take some of that money off the table and hope that the trade continues to go our way. So let me get back over here to this chart. And the only reason I said I wanted to take some, you guys, is look at the MACD. We had this little crossover here, and these green bars are coming in. The volume is waning. There's not a lot of volume in there. Prices, fluctuating up. I'd rather take some of that money now, and let's see where we are. So right now it's still going down. Yeah. We're okay. That was a good call anyway, y'all. I wish we had caught it from this morning because we could have that kind of money there. Jesus. There you go. Marilyn, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, living my dream. I'm surprised he hasn't poked his head in. I know he had attended some event. I don't know if he's out of town or what. But y'all, please check on Living My Dream. He does great content. He does. Y'all, this chart is just this internet is crazy tonight. It's raining. It's crazy. But I appreciate y'all for hanging in there. If there's estate investment, it's a trust. It's an ETF for real estate. It's one of the ways that if you want to invest in real estate, commercial real estate, think of malls, Walmart, all those places. Sometimes they own that property, sometimes they're renting those properties, but REITs invest in that kind of real estate. So you can be in the real estate, you can own thing. Everybody should have a diversified portfolio. You should not just have stocks, you should have some bonds, you should not have just all tech stocks. You want to diversify because markets are cyclical. Sometimes real estate is up, and sometimes when real estate is up, tech might be down. They're never all up at the same time. So you want to spread your risk out. So certainly, yes, I would say get some real estate in your portfolio. You want to have some tech. You might want to have some utilities, oil. You might want to have a plethora of things so that if one is going down, you aren't just on the losing end. So let's see. Yes, what Marilyn is talking about is called fundamental analysis. There's a tab too here. Let me see. There's a tab where you can go and it will tell you. You can do your fundamental analysis right here under this education tab. There's another one too. Let me see, is it analyze? Yep, there it is. Under analyze, you can hit this where it says fundamentals, and you can put in the ticker symbol. Let's go, NVCR, and it'll give you the background about this company. There's a company profile. They give you all the numbers, the shares, profitability. So you depth valuation of the company. And this is just like a cursory view, but you can definitely, it does it by annual, quarterly. It tells you the health of the company. So I don't generally invest in anything that I haven't studied or something that I don't know. So if you are interested in a company, you don't have to go all over the place. That's why I love thinkorswim. Come right up here to your analyze tab. I'm going to go back over to the chart, and then I'm going to show you how to, oh, that's cool. I'm going to show you how you can do your own fundamental analysis. So go over to analyze, and let's put in Tesla, TSLA. We hit it, and it tells you everything you need to know. It tells you what it's trading at. Um, it tells you these are market influencers. They're telling you whether to reduce, hold, or go long. It's like a buy rating. Here, you can go right to Tesla's site. They give you a little background information. So yeah, fundamental analysis is an important part of trading, of investing, period. So let me get over here and see. First time here, what platform are you paper trading on? I use TD Ameritrade's thinkorswim. I like it because it's comprehensive. Just like we were able to look at the chart, we can go here for our fundamental analysis. You can go to this same platform for classes under the education tab, everything that you need to know. And so while we're here, let's look at this one. This is stock technical analysis. That's what we're doing. Technical analysis is what when we're reading the chart, how to read candlesticks, how to use indicators, any explanation that you need, anything that you see on that chart, that would be technical analysis. Fundamental analysis is what you do before you even get to the technical analysis. Fundamental analysis is this. When we go over here to the Analyze tab, we hit fundamentals, and this information comes up. You're talking about the health of the company. Who's the CEO? Who's the chief financial officer? We want to know all of that background information. That's fundamental analysis. That's the study of the company, the health of that company. What have their profits been, over time? How have they performed in the last quarter? Do they pay a dividend? All of that stuff. That's fundamental analysis. That's like the research part. Technical analysis, when I come back over here, that is the study of the charts. So you can get all of this on one platform. That's why I like thinkorswim. But TradingView, I know lots of traders use TradingView. I like TradingView too. TradingView just looks a little cleaner to me. Their charts do. If you want to see TradingView charts, check out Living My Dream Trading. He uses TradingView as a platform, but I personally like TD Ameritrade because not only do you get all of this stuff, it's all in one place, and then they have the support. All these classes, all this information is available to you for free. So one-on-one, thinkorswim consultation low, hedging a portfolio, the pattern day trade rule, that really doesn't apply to us. That would be if you had a margin account. There's only so many trades you can make in a day. I don't advise anybody use a margin account. I have a cash account. I'm only trading with stock loses so much money, I want to get out. Once it makes so much money, I want to get out. That's a limit. So you can learn how to set your own stop limits. If you don't get it here, you can get it right here. Thank you, Marilyn. You're freezing. Oh, Lord. Fam. Marilyn, I don't know what to do. I have done everything. Can you hear? This is, y'all, it is what it is. As long as you can hear me, then I'll just keep going. Okay. So at any rate, yep, I use TD Ameritrade and I like it because it's comprehensive. Check them out. But TradingView is just as good. I know plenty of people who use TradingView, and I don't know about the support. And there's another one. Fidelity also has their platform. I haven't used Fidelity's platform in a long time. I haven't traded with them, but it looks good. It looks good. Fidelity also has online learning and all of that stuff too. So of those three, Trading View, Fidelity, and TD Ameritrade. Any of those, you can't go wrong, to be honest with you. It's just a matter of learning them. So, yep. Any other questions, you guys? And then I'll go take a look back at where we are with, oh, shoot. Y'all, hey. Let's go back over to this chart for NVCR. Our chart. Okay. We continue to drop. The price continues to drop. We keep making new lows. $220. So for a total of 310. I wish I could have just gotten rid of this. Let me see. Can I get rid of that? Reset. Move to group. Unallocated. Okay. So this is what we've made so far with those three puts. We've made $285 with the puts. This was totally a blunder. And if you go back and watch this, you're going to see that I purchased these three calls totally by accident, y'all. That's only because I'm sleepy. Because our goal, what our thesis was that the price was going to go down. We looked across all the time frames. We looked at all of our indicators. It was clear that the price was dropping, and it continues to drop. So we're up to $290. So the money can add up pretty quickly if you find a winner. So even with that 180 that we lost when I made the mistake and purchased those calls, we're still up $110. So not bad. I just can't believe, I don't know what happened. I need to find out what happened with this company, because that is unusual movement like that for somebody, for it to sell off like that, to go from 76. Although Netflix did that big jump up, I mean, it's not unheard of, but generally it's some kind of news. Netflix had that big move on news that their pricing structure had changed, and they were expecting to really realize some profits. So something has happened. We'll have to figure out what the news was. Y'all see my thing bumping in and out? I'm sorry, y'all. The internet is doing its own thing. Okay. So let's see. Let's go back. Oh, Marilyn, I know you said you wanted to look at SoFi. So let me go ahead and peek real quick at SoFi, see what SoFi is doing. All right. Well, shoot. We could have made some money on the SoFi run up today. This is a good one too, you all. Look at that. It went up, it pulled back a little, it went up, it pulled back a little, it went up. I heard Oliver Velez say something, and he said something about a trade in a 3 push move. And that's what this looks like to me. A 1 push, pull back. 2 push, a pullback. 3 push, and then, it may have been, this move may have exhausted itself. And that's exactly what that looks like. Okay, let's get in here. I knew I was in the right place and space. What is the difference between P&L open and P&L day? Okay, so P&L day, let me go over there and pull it up so you can see. Let's get here. So this is going to be for what's happening. This is your total profit. Oh, P&L, first of all, is profit and loss. Profit and loss for the entire day. And this is for what's open, because right now we only have one call. So this one put, it has earned us $135. But remember, we had 3. So for the day, we actually made on the 3 puts altogether, we made $220. But this one this little one runner that we got that's still working, this represents what's still open because we closed two of them out. So P&L, profit and loss for the day, that would be our total position because at one time we had three. So for our total investment, our profit and loss for the day is $220. But we've got this one put that's still out there working, and that's the one that's still open. The contract is still open, and that's what it's earning. That's what it's doing. Of course, it's still going to affect our bottom line, our profit and loss for the day. But this P&L, profit and loss open, is representative of what this one open put is doing. So that's how we can kind of monitor and keep up with what this one put is doing. And so it's still working for us. It's still earning us. It's earned $135. If I were to close this out, all of the money would move over to profit and loss day because nothing would be open. So you can see we closed out those calls, that the ones that I bought by mistake. And it says P&L, profit and loss for the day. There's nothing open because we've closed all of those out. So there is no P&L open for those calls. But we do have this one contract that we still have working, and this P&L open represents what that contract is still doing, whether it's going up or going down. And then the P&L day is what we've earned in total with the three contracts that we purchased all together. Does that make sense? Okay. Yep. Good question. And I'm telling y'all, when you know what, I know this just from being a teacher, that when I'm talking to you all, I have to force myself to think. And so it really helps me. I'm learning too. It reinforces for me because sometimes y'all come up with questions. I'm like, I don't know. And then I have to go and do the research to find out because I don't know. If you don't know my story, I took my first trading class. Hasn't even been a year. I want to say it was August of 2022. And I took my first trade sometime in November. So November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, about 7 months ago. But I was able to make money, you all. And I was like, oh my God. I want everybody to know it isn't hard. I'm a part of an organization called Exodus Summit, and many of you are here are part of Exodus Summit. So a lot of my sisters, we want to travel, we want to live the dream, whatever your life's dream is. Most of us we don't want to work. We're not trying to be out here working. And so I figured this is a great way to supplement my income. I'm retired. I don't want to go to work again, ever again in life. This is the easiest way in the world that I have found to make money. You can trade anywhere. You can trade from anywhere in the world. I'm in Bali, y'all. It's late, but I can do this. I can do it. All I need is an internet connection. It doesn't help that this internet connection is not stable, but all you need is a stable internet connection and to study. So if you study this, and this is not a get rich quick scheme, I promise you, it is not. It is not gambling. There are rules to this game. There's a way to be profitable. I've heard somebody say that 95% of traders lose money. And I will tell you this, 95% of investors lose money. Anybody who's ever invested in anything, if you think that your investments only go up and they never go down, that's insane. I think it's such a misnomer. And I think it's really intended to discourage people who don't know. And historically, African Americans, women, people of color, we've been locked out of this game. And I just didn't, I saw it. Once I saw it and I saw how easy it was, I was like, nah, man, I got to tell everybody, anybody who'll stand still long enough to listen. Now, you do have to study. I don't get up in the morning and slap my money on the table. No, I'm listening to other traders. I'm researching the ticker that I'm trading. I've done the fundamental analysis. But again, none of that stuff. You don't have to be an economist. You don't have to have a degree in math. You don't even need a calculator, really, to do this. We are looking at trends. Personally, I am. I'm a trend trader. So I'm looking for a trend. I'm going to be disciplined. I'm not jumping into a trade just because, I'm anxious to make money. That's a good way to lose your money. You want to, tomorrow, I'm going to talk about support and resistance. And support and resistance, um, it's a tool that we use so that we can more accurately, as much as you can, predict what price is going to do. And how do we do that? We look at price over time. What has price done historically? Because those 200-day moving averages, that stuff is significant. That 50-day, that stuff, it's information. And if you have enough information, you can make an informed decision about your trading. And so that's what it really is you don't have to be a rocket scientist, but you do have to be informed. You do have to stay on top of the news. And if you have the time, I'm telling you, you can make good money. SoFi, this was a good run up. This would have been great calls to purchase today. And I'm just looking again to see if it has another crossover. Let's get back over here and look and see what this MVCR is doing. It's down to 57. This is crazy, y'all. I just have never seen anything like that. Except for that, so yeah, except for that Netflix run up, we did catch a nice little Netflix run up. So y'all, here we are. We've made $200, 210. We could cash out of this totally. I could sell this last one and we could pocket this $200. I'm gonna look across. Let's see. I'm gonna look at the 5-minute time frame. Yeah. Mm, I don't know. I think I'm ready to come out of it. I think I want to take those profits. This is the 15-minute time frame. Mm. Can you see how this is starting to, the difference here? Can you see that? Let's look at the hourly. I think we should take that money and run. Yeah, we're down to 195. I'm cashing that last one out. Yeah, we're selling. So we can at least take all of our profits out. Let's see. Oh, shucks, 140. Let me look at it again. I'll look at the 2-minute. Okay, so we got out. So let's just check back and see what we actually made out with. So we actually made, okay. So who was asking about the P&L open and the P&L day? So now you can see we sold all the puts that we had. So we don't have an open position anymore. So now you see that it's been zeroed out. So our profit and loss open, we don't have any open contracts. So it shows zero. The profit and loss for the day shows exactly what we made on this, those 3 contracts total. So we made a total of $240, which we could have had free and clear. But y'all saw me make that bonehead move. Y'all know I'm sleepy. I purchased calls instead of purchasing the puts. We had talked about, we were watching the price go down. We looked at it. We looked across the time frames. We looked at all the indicators. We knew the price was going down. And not paying attention, I purchased these and sold them relatively quickly, but it didn't take any time. So that's what I'm saying, you all. Options are not, this is not playtime. This is informed decision making. You have to be disciplined, but you can certainly make some money. So we made this 240. And if you look down here, 60 is the difference between the 240 and the 180. Had I not made this blunder right here, we would have made free and clear 240 for the day. So I caught it. I saw it. I don't know. I don't even know how I did that, y'all. I don't think I've done that in forever. That's just being sleepy. So let's get back over to this chart. Yeah. And let's see, it's at 57.45. I just think that the price is going, just from looking at this chart. Let's look at the 5 minute. Yeah. I'm okay with us getting out because look at our 5 minute time frame. You see this crossover here and how on the MACD volume here, prices kind of edging up. It could be a slight pullback. It could be a pullback and it could continue to go down. But hey, I'm not gonna be here we're not here for a long time, baby girls. We're here for a good time. We're here to make the money and get out. And being greedy is a good way to get yourself in some trouble. So as I look at this chart, we can see the price is starting to creep back up. We're at 57.40. I think it was a good time to pull the plug on that trade. We could have even come out at one of these candles. I think we out of it. But everything for me is saying take the profit and go. Take that money, go find something else to do. Find something else to do with your time. And is there anything else? Any other questions? I've got about 15 more minutes with you guys. Any other questions? Anything? Did I miss anything? So we looked at SoFi. Let's see. I'm going to go back over to my watch list and see who's doing what over here. Okay, so Meta's having a oh shoot, we missed the Meta run. Okay, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you call a trend. I don't know. Meta wasn't on my watch list. I mean, it's on the watch list, y'all, but it wasn't in my cognition to trade Meta today. This is a trend. That's a trend. Let's look at it on the 2 minute. That's what we're looking for. So that's why I was saying we're not going to sweat and chase any trade, y'all, because they're happening all throughout the market. This looks good on the 2, but I like to look at it on the 5. It is very clear what's happening here. Let me get here. Oh my gosh. That's 30. That's a whole hour, an hour and 15 minutes of price going up. Meta opened up today at 270 and shot up to 276.57. That was a nice run. Look at the volume bars. Big, strong volume bar, all green. Look at your MACD. You see how these are getting bigger, the intensity, and how far apart these are? We went all the way down from on our RSI, we were almost near 30, all the way up to 70 till we were overbought. Look at your TTM. Yeah, that's what you're looking for. This is why you don't chase a trade. I promise you, it's out there. You just need to be in the right place at the right time and jump on. Does it show how much you lost for the day? Yes. Yep. Hold on one second. I'll take you back to it. That home screen, you can go to monitor too. It shows you everything. Yes. So here's what we did. Remember, we purchased our intent was to buy 3 puts, and we did buy those 3 puts. And here, had we lost money on those, it would have been in parentheses. And that's what happened here with the calls, because calls are what you purchase when you think the price is going to go up. We clearly did not think that price was going to go up. Let's look at the chart. We're talking about NVCR. Let me get back over to NVCR. NVCR. This is what we purchased. We were looking at this on all the time frames. I'll go back to the 5 minute. We clearly saw that the price was going down. We got in somewhere around here. We saw the price was going down. There was no reason to purchase anything but a put. But because I'm sleepy, y'all, I'm sleep deprived. When I went to, and I'm going to go over here, when I went over here to our options chain, you see where it says calls and where it says puts? I purchased this by mistake. And yes, it will show you how much you lost. You'll know that it's showing you a loss because it will be in parentheses. So immediately when I recognized it, I sold them, but we had already lost $180. And I'll show that to you. So then I went back over, I said, well, let me do it right. I went over here and purchased our 3 puts, and then you can see the profit on those. So let's go back and look at what we did. Those 3 calls, we held them. I don't even know if we held them 2 or 3 minutes. It wasn't very long. And you can see it says P&L, that's profit and loss for the day. It was down $180. Well, when I went back and purchased the put, which was what we really wanted anyway, we purchased 3 of those. We made $240, and you can see that it doesn't have the parentheses. And what you see down here at the bottom, the very bottom, you see it says overall totals. That's $60. So what we actually made with, even with the blunder, even with me mistakenly buying those calls, we still made out with $60. But this should never happen. First of all, don't trade sleepy. Don't trade drunk. Don't trade distracted. None of it. I'm telling y'all. I've done it all. Yes, I even traded tipsy. Don't do it. It's not worth it. I lost money. If you don't know, go back and look at one of our previous trading. I talk about it as often as possible because I don't want y'all making the mistakes I made. Yep, I had a couple mojitos at lunch and went to trade. Lord, Lord, Lord. It was one of the biggest losses I ever took because you don't, this is money. Nobody would, you would not trust your lawyer if they were sleepy. You don't want a sleepy lawyer. You don't want a drunk lawyer. You don't want a sleepy doctor. You don't want a drunk doctor. You don't, this is your money. I take it seriously. So I stay out of the game. If I'm not mentally in a good space, I don't trade. I promise you. If I'm distracted, if I'm irritated, if I'm impatient, because it will impact your decision making. And you have to be present. That's one thing for sure. Yep, don't trade desperate. Yes, Lord, please. Don't chase. We don't take the mortgage money. We're not taking the kids' college fund trying to double it. And y'all, that stuff really happens. Somebody reached out to me. I'm always checking your state of mind. First of all, I don't give financial advice. I am not in a position, I'm not a financial professional. I am someone who is learning just like you all. I just happened to start 8 months ago. So some of you may have started 8 days ago. We're all in the same boat. We are all in the same boat. We're learning together. And that's what this is. It's a learning community. So I can be transparent with you all. I can absolutely say, y'all saw me make that bonehead move. You see me sleepy. You see me stuttering and stammering. But I want to be true and hold this schedule. I want to be consistent in coming together on Tuesdays and Thursdays so that we can learn together. Yes, do not trade drunk. Please, I promise you, I had 2 mojitos. I tell this story to everybody. I walked in, I was in Mexico in Playa del Carmen, and I hadn't even been trading that long, but I was on a winning streak, y'all. When I tell you, I was killing the game. And I was like, okay, yeah, I got this. I got this. And I walked in for lunch. I really went in for lunch. And when I walked in, the man said, we got a drink special. And I was like, drink special? He said, yeah. He said, do you want it strong? I was like, oh, yes, you say less. And I had 2 mojitos and they were delicious. I'm not going to tell no story. And not only was I drinking mojitos, but I was rushing to go get my nails done. Totally all wrong, 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 wrong. Place to trade, y'all. Oh Lord. When I tell you, and I placed that trade with real money, paper, not no paper money, I'm talking about real cash money. This is how I know. Don't make these mistakes. I lost a lot of money on that trade. Sure did. I was tipsy and distracted. That's a losing combo. Don't do it. That's a losing combination. I don't recommend it. I do not. I'm gonna go back over here though and look and see what NVCR. Yeah, we got out of there just in time, y'all. Look, I think we did good on that trade because that trade by itself we could have grossed 240 minus that old bonehead move. But I promise you, you'll be better than me. Y'all will be better. An oncology company pioneering a novel therapy for solid tumors called, okay, well, there you have it. There you have it. And that would be the beginning of your fundamental analysis. Like if you wanted to, I will say this, when you're trading options, a fundamental analysis for me really comes into play when you're talking about your long holds. When you're talking about stocks that you want to purchase, you want to hold them in your portfolio for a year to 3 years. That is when you want to do fundamental analysis. When we're trading options like this, we're not going to be in this trade for long. Hopefully, if it's a scalp, we're out in under 30 minutes. If it's a day trade, we're out the same day that we purchase. So even with a swing trade, we could be out of that in a week. Fundamental analysis might not be so crucial. You still want to know what you're investing in. But for sure, if you're talking about purchasing a stock, any equity, if you're talking about purchasing it and you want to hold it for a long time, you definitely want to know. You want to do all that background work, fundamental analysis. You want to know, who's the head of the company. How long have they been there? What do your numbers look like? That's yeah. But for us trading, you probably rely more on technical analysis. And technical analysis is being able to read candlesticks, being able to interpret what those indicators are telling you, being able to plot support and resistance, trend lines, look for breakouts. That's all technical analysis. You don't give a hoot about the CEO because you're only going to be in that trade 15 minutes. I do not care. I'm looking at what these candlesticks are telling me. So there's a difference between technical analysis and fundamental analysis. And for day trading and scalping, you're going to focus more on technical analysis. You want to be a good technician. You want to understand what a doji candle means. You want to understand what, all those candles. In our Google Drive, there's a candlestick Bible. I need to revisit it myself. So it's there. Please like, subscribe, share. Also, if you want to have access to the Google Drive, um, meet us in our Zoom class. I will send you the link to the Google Drive as well. And you can go through there. There are past Zoom sessions in there, past study sessions. There are all kinds of resources in their book. There's a couple of books. There's an entire trading book in there. So just as we get more information, and feel free to add to it as well. If you come across some information that you think would be helpful to the community, send it to me. I'll drop it in that Google Drive. And anytime you feel like you want to study, let me pull it up. Let me get over here and see. I'm going. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to this Google Drive. Okay. It says, last questions. How do you find affordable stocks for beginners? That's through your own research. Like most people, if you're trading, it depends on what you call affordable. Um, I think affordable is relative. I think Ford is affordable. Ford trades at somewhere under $12. You can get those contracts. You can get a good Ford contract for under $50. So you're going to do some research depending on the stock price. So if your stock is trading at like Costco, if it's trading at over $500, those contracts are not going to be affordable. Ford is affordable. Love is affordable. Love is Southwest. So let's see. Personally, I like, if you're looking for an ETF, I like IWM. It follows the Russell 2000. It's a lot less. Those contracts are a lot less than SPY contracts or QQQ, because QQQ contracts can be pretty pricey. But IWM, let's just pull it up. They're not cheap, but they're affordable. It's trading at 184. Look at Lord. I'm sorry. I don't want to be distracted, y'all, but do you all see this is a trend? This is what you're looking for. Look at IWM. It's an ETF just like QQQ and SPY without all the crazy. Let's look and see what QQQ did today. Look at this. This does not, that's not what we want. We don't want, I don't want to be in that, as opposed to this. This is what you're looking for. So that's what I'm saying. We're not chasing any, you don't have to chase anything in the market. So let's look and see how much these contracts are. And we can look at both of those. I'm over here on our trade tab. I'm just waiting for the options chain to pop in. So let's look at one I would typically do, say a 6-day, and prices going up. These are $188 a piece, as opposed to, let's see, one, two. Let's see if we purchase those. Buy custom. I'm just going to pop in here and we're going to do it. This is already set up. I'm going to confirm and send. So here's what you would be purchasing. We purchased 3 of these for an investment of $561. We could get 3 of those contracts for $561. I'm going to save it. Let's go over here and look at QQQ. Same kind of, let me get out of here. Let's get to QQQs. I'm waiting for the options chain to pop in. We're going to look at something pretty similar, 6 days out. Look at this. These are $339 a piece. Yeah, so you could, let's look at a Ford contract. Ford is affordable. Ford contracts are $51. That's if you're looking to buy a call. If you're looking to buy puts, let's see, those are about $35. SoFi, those contracts are very reasonable. So there are tons of contracts out here that you can invest in. SoFi contracts are $41. If you're looking to purchase, they're somewhere between $40, $41 for a contract. If you're looking to buy a call, about $60 to $70 if you're buying puts. Who else is reasonable? We talked about Love, we talked about SoFi, we talked about Ford. IWM, if you're looking to purchase an ETF, and we know what an ETF is. An ETF is like the old school mutual fund where you have a bunch of stocks rolled up into one, kind of spreads out your risk. So, yep, you just want to make sure that it's something reputable, because affordable could be penny stocks, and I don't do penny stocks. I don't do a lot of biotech simply because they're riskier. You can make money on them. You can make money tons of ways in the market, but this is what Warren Buffett said. I like Warren Buffett. He said, you don't buy anything, if you get stuck with it, do you want to hold it? That for me is the test. If it's something I wouldn't buy and hold in my portfolio, I don't fool with it. Because what if that trade doesn't go your way? Or what if you're buying stock and the price doesn't do what you think it's going to do? That happened to me. Target has, Lord, don't Target's been doing all kind of crazy things, but they're making some crazy business decisions too. They had all kind of stuff going on socially, which impacted the price of the stock. But I like Target as a company. I believe Target will rebound. So even though I purchased some Target stock, the price tanked. I'm okay with holding Target because Target is not going to be going out of business anytime soon. So that's me. But it's solely up to you. You have to decide. This is your money. So you want to be informed. So yes, affordable for me does not just mean low priced. You can get some penny stocks. You could buy tons and tons and tons, but is that a sound company? You can buy the stock, you can buy options. Do you want to hold it? If something goes wrong. I'm perfectly okay with sitting on that Target stock because I understand that Target in the long haul is going to come, it'll turn itself around. It'll work itself out. I don't know that I would feel that way about some fly by night company that just, they might even go out of business. I don't fool around. I'm a blue chip girl. Give me tried and true companies. That's just the kind of investor I've chosen to be. So I hope that helps. Yeah. So I think when you say affordable, you don't want to just go for cheap. You don't want to go for the cheapies because I think they're a lot more volatile. But do some research. I encourage everybody. Don't take it from me. Don't take advice from anybody who tells you they only been trading 8 months. You don't want to do that. You don't want to take advice from anybody on the internet that is telling you they're new to trading. Again, this is a learning community. I'm happy to share what I know, but ultimately, you should take anything that you hear here in this forum and follow up with your own research. That's the whole object, of opening it up, is that we're learning together, we're studying together. I'm no authority. I just happen to be brave enough to come on the internet and be like, girl, I don't know. I don't know. Let's learn together. And so you will hear me tell at least 4 times in any live. If you pick one, you'll hear me say, I don't know. Let's find out. Let's go find out together. But I'm that way with anybody, even a professional. That's another reason I got into the game. I don't want somebody telling me something about my money and I'm just sitting there sucking it up like, yeah, well, okay, because he said so. No, 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 no. I'm going to take what you said to me and then I'm going to go and research. And I want to give you all the tools to be able to do that research. And I promise you, you can go right to this platform, TD Ameritrade, hit that education tab, find that search bar, pop it in. If you can't find an answer there, I promise you, go to their YouTube page. When they have those classes, it's a live person in that chat. It's a live professional. This is a live chat too, y'all, but I'm not a pro. So go to where the professionals are. You can put a question in there and they will answer you. If you have a TD Ameritrade account, you can call them up. You're paying these people. Call them up, ask them the question, the same questions that you all are asking me. Don't take my word for it. Call TD Ameritrade. Get them on the phone. I've only had one experience where I walked away and I was like, that wasn't helpful. They're the most helpful. They will do everything but give you trading advice. I promise you. They will lead you to the information. I stayed on a phone call with a guy one time. I promise you, it had to be 45 minutes. I wouldn't let him off the phone until I understood exactly what I called for. So that's why I like the platform, because of the support. You can find free classes on the internet. You can find free classes right there under that education tab. You can call them on the phone and get for real answers. Use it. You can do the same thing with Fidelity too. They're nice and kind. They do the same thing. I've used them because I have a Fidelity account too. They will walk you through, and it doesn't matter how long it takes. So I'm a proponent of educating yourself. That's what this is. It's a learning community. So nope, I don't give any trading advice. I tell you what I think, what I know, and I say don't take none of that as the gospel. I just started trading 8 months ago. So, but I'm happy to learn, and I'm happy to share what I've learned. So check us out. Anybody planning to come to class on Wednesday and you don't have the link already, because I sent the link out. If you didn't get it, please send me an email, and then I'll be sure to email you the link in time for class. And on that note, y'all, I'm going to bed. Who, when I tell you, it says, what I like about you when you speak, I understand every word you say. With them, when they speak, it's like speaking a different language. Some people are intentionally convoluted. They do it. I promise you, that's the one bad call that I had. I knew this dude did not want to tell me what I wanted to know. I could, for the life of me, I don't want to speculate why he didn't want me to know, but we've been locked out of the game for far too long, you guys, far too long, and unnecessarily so. So y'all forgive me for being sleepy. I promise you, I will not. If y'all follow me on YouTube, you know what I was doing all day. I was out in the streets. I was out in these Bali streets. I had a good time today, but I didn't even get a nap. So I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning, and it's almost midnight here. So I got to get to bed because I've got another live to do in the morning, if you could believe it. So I'm going to sleep fast and prep, and we will talk again. Thanks, everybody, for joining, and I'll see you all in class on Wednesday. Later, folks. Happy trading.